Ladies and gentlemen, the visitors to the cage. Ladies and Marcello, who as a liver transplant recipient, is walking across Canada to inspire Canadians about the importance of organ and tissue donations. George actually started his journey in June this year in Toronto, or last year I should say, where he walked westward to Victoria, BC. On September the 5th, 2001, George met with the Pope in Vatican City, where he proclaimed his support for organ donations. As a symbol of hope, George travels with the Olympic Torch of Life, where to date, over 1 million people have held the torch as symbol of their support. At this time, could you please welcome the team captains to center ice? We'd like to have both team captains to center ice. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please join me in welcoming Mr. George Marcello, who is in day number 541 of his 769-day walk, along with Mr. Farouk Kanji, who is awaiting a kidney transplant. Let's hear it one more time for George Marcello. And tonight, starting in section 1, all fans are invited to pass the torch through the stands in support of organ donations.
So we won't see how she feels right now.
Harmony, spirit for organ donations, Mr. George Marcello. Bathurst captain, number 77, Tyler Reed, and Moosehead captain, number 32, Robbie Sullivan. Please join us at center ice for the official puck throw. Now, ladies and gentlemen, will you please remain standing for the play of our national anthem.
Today, ladies and gentlemen, it gives us great pleasure to welcome on us tonight an individual who is walking across Canada to address the critical shortage of organ and tissue donation and to promote the precious consent system. Today is day 571 of a 769-day trek for him. Ceci est le jour 571 de séjour complet de 769 jours pour lui. Mesdames et messieurs, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great pleasure to announce and present you George Marcello. Whose son and husband gave the gift of life to 6 other people thanks to his organ donations. Mesdames et messieurs, les parents et l'épouse de Yannick Pénélas, the parents and wife of Yannick Pénélas, Jean-Claude et Jean-Claude. Les trois ont le fondement de la vie, le plan mondial dont plus de 1 million de Canadiens ont reçu des comptes de plus de 50 € du délivre avec la de deux. They are carrying the torch of life, not the torch, as it is carried by 1 million
safe on?
Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez vous lever pour l'interprétation de notre hymne national. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
For their support. Now, you've also been very actively involved with Mike Harris, our premier, and most recently, and this was a total surprise to me, I think, for any other Canadian, was Don Cherry, his son. I mean, I met his son. He had a transplant 20 years ago or something?
That's correct. He actually got it was a kidney transplant. He got the kidney donated to him by his older sister.
And I met her too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was
Wow,
an
what a
amazing
story.
story. Yeah. And Don Cherry actually got asked the day before the phone speech to become the honorary chairperson for the Premier's Advisory Board on Organ Donation.
Couldn't ask for a better guy. The guy who fights in the toilets.
Yeah, you got the right guy. You got the right guy. So we're all, Premier, ourselves, we're all optimistic that we'll be able to do some real.
Okay, come on. We got to see a picture here. Hold it up to the camera here. Okay, George, this is a picture here. We can just zoom in on this here, folks. There's George right here, and there's Grace, if you can see right there, Don Cherry. Cherry drafted and bid to attract organ donors, and this is from the Toronto Star just a couple of weeks ago, Friday, October 22nd. So, has he taken a really active role in this since it was brought to the public attention, George?
Well, since you sort of just got the news that he was appointed the honorary chairperson a couple of weeks ago, plans are that he will be taking an active role. Plans are that the Premier is going to be helping us also as we do with our walk across Canada. We're going to just establish our role right now with the Premier's role is going to be. And it looks very optimistic that Don Cherry will be playing a role also, probably helping connect all the hockey teams together as we're going from province to province, and hockey team to hockey team sort of thing. So right now, it looks very good, the future. We've never had involvement like this from the government in Canada. When Premier Harris, what he's doing here, he's taken a really bold step, and he's very sincere in really doing something about this, and we all feel very optimistic that there's going to be some positive changes.
The most important thing about organ donor awareness is like we had chatted before, is you can sign your driver's license.
Rod Bryden is a face familiar to Ottawans as the man, of course, behind the Senators, but also behind the development of World Heart and some of the devices that may very well and are beginning to already save lives. And Rod is CEO and president of World Heart, and obviously instrumental in René Chabot's life right now and the technology behind it. Rod?
Yes, thank you. First,
Congratulations and thank you to George for this terrific initiative to bring attention to the need for organ donation to be dramatically increased in our country, and to ask Canadians to sign their donor cards, and also to consider adjusting the rules so that the ability to have donor cards effective becomes easier. I'm particularly happy to be here. The torch was passed to the mayor by René Chabot, who is living today as a result of the assist device that the World Heart Corporation provided. And it is a good example of the fact that there is a dramatic gap between those who need to have organs, including the heart, donated, and the total number of donations that are available. There are tens of thousands of Canadians who die from heart failure each year, and there were fewer than 150 hearts transplanted last year. The University of Ottawa Heart Institute has been very effective in developing new technologies to assist for people like René to be able to live both while they wait to become one of the lucky donors, or both today and in the future to have a mechanical assist device to replace the functioning of the heart for those many more people who will not be fortunate enough to receive a heart. And it's a pleasure to make a small contribution to the program aimed at donor awareness, and I'd like to present this check to George as he ends his long trek across Canada. George. Thank you, Rod Bryden. And now, of course, I'd like to bring up Phil Rocco, who's director of the Ottawa.
I also want to thank Siri and Clayton Trillar for helping to organize and making, you know, everybody knows Mr. Bryden in Ottawa, so anywhere he attends, you know we're going to get good visibility. So thank you very much, Mr. Bryden, for coming out. I want to thank my good and